Hey, Coach, man, what time is it?
Oh, Slim, you know what time it is. 6 o'clock, straight up and down. It's HomeSpun Sports with Coach John Montgomery. Sports talk with a twist of down-home wisdom. Welcome. You've tuned in once again to HomeSpun Sports. It's sports talk with just a twist of down-home wisdom. I'm your host, John W. Montgomery II. They call me John 2. I'm right here in good old H-Town, Houston, Texas. My main man, last P in the shell, John and Doris's grandson. What's up, Slim? What's up, man?
It's hot in the studio, Coach, but I'm feeling great. How you doing?
Oh, my brother. Hey, I'm in the groove, ready to move. Ready to move, dog.
Let's do it, Coach. Let's do it.
Yeah, man. Hey, Slim, man, our very special guest for episode number 4 of season 3 is a man that I have had the privilege of working with as a coach. He's a dynamic leader and one of the fast rising superstars in the Cap and Whistle ministry. A name to keep your eye on for sure. He is the head football coach of the Lane College Dragons. And I am so grateful that he would take the time out, because right about now, they're in the middle of camp. Slim, he's just like a cat on a tin roof trying to cover up doo-doo. This guy's so busy.
What?
But he would take time to come on HomeSpun Sports, man. I'm peacock proud. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, please make welcome my shown up partner, Coach Vyron Brown.
Coach John 2 Slim, what's going on, fella?
What's up, Coach?
V, man, V.
Man,
good to see you, bro.
You just working. Good to see you, John 2 Slim. I remember you used to run around the office back in the day, Coach. Right.
Remember them days, man.
Yeah, a lot of hard work.
Yeah, V. Yeah, running around in the office. He was a 10th grader.
Yeah. 10th grader, Coach.
10th grader when we were there in that championship season of 2011, and you were Doug's offensive coordinator. I was the line coach. Man, what?
That's right. Hey, let's run power. Let's run power, John.
Listen, and V, run it. We did, man. V, we won 7 in a row.
God was good to us. God was good to us. The kids bought in that year and figured out that we weren't gonna start coaching them hard, and that old grandma spirit rose up in them, and they showed out. So we were blessed that year.
Oh man, we were, Vyron. I know you remember it, man. At the end of the first week of October, we were 1-4.
1-4. Yep.
Yeah, man. And V, man, how many nights you and I, man, you and me and Sammy White.
Right.
I mean, man, grinding, 10, 11, whatever the 12.
Well, we knew, we was 1-4 going into October, and we knew we let that Alabama State game slip. Sure enough, the Prairie View game, we let that one slip out of our hands, and we just had to minimize what we was doing, do what they could do best, and we let the talent take care of the rest.
Now, when it rhymes, you know it makes sense.
Yeah,
big V band, yeah, man. So V, man, your background, Vyron, Shreveport, Louisiana. Who were your influences early on in coaching, especially?
Well, early on, my first influence was my father. My daddy was the neighborhood coach.
Okay.
So my daddy coached me and my brother growing up, and through that, back in the day, us being in the hood, my daddy had to go around and pick. We had to go pick everybody up, for practice or for a game. So I seen how committed he was to helping the kids in the community, and that was the beginning of my first inspiration of being a coach. And then my middle school head coach, Coach Scott Amon, which now he's a principal at the same middle school, Ridgewood,
Mm-hmm.
had a winning tradition in football. And in 2 years of me playing 7th, 8th grade year, we only lost one football game. And
Wow.
one day, because we had two of us had made the honor roll, two captains, he said, "I'm gonna pick y'all up on Saturday, and we're gonna drive down to Baton Rouge and see Shaquille O'Neal and Chris play a game." And that was special. That was me. I had never been to Baton Rouge before in my life. And
Wow.
that was a major big trip for us. We drove down, we seen Shaquille O'Neal. I think that was the year they went to the Final Four. And then we came on back, and Coach Bryant from high school, Coach Mac Jones. So I had a lot of guys that were inspirations to me about coaching and kept inspiring me to move forward.
Okay. But now then, VV, you come to Grambling, and the class that you were in at Grambling was a very special recruiting class. Because I remember hearing you tell me you were in Coach Eddie Rob's last recruiting class. Is that
Yeah,
right?
we was in 1997. That's correct. The group that came in 1997, we was in Coach Rob very last recruiting class. And even though we didn't get a chance to play for Coach Rob, we got an opportunity to practice. Most of us was red shirted prop 48, uh, and we actually played for Coach Doug Williams. And he brought in Coach Spears, Sammy White, some of the greats, Heist Northern, Michael Roach. We went on to put together a dynasty there. We built the foundation pretty much like we're doing over here at Lane College from the ground up. Coach Williams didn't believe in going out getting a lot of transfers. He told us we're gonna take our licks early, but we're gonna have our day. And we believed him. We stuck to it. My junior year, our junior season, we had the same four captains, for 4 years, and we
Okay.
still was there. We had retention was great. Every 2000 won that first championship. We won three in a row: 2000, 2001, 2002. So it was a great time to be a Grambling State Tiger.
Coach
And
Brown,
once that old Tiger hit, yes sir.
what led you to Lane College?
I had coached at Alabama State with Reggie Barlow was the head coach, and
Okay.
Derek Burrows was the defensive back coach. Coach Burrows played at the University of Memphis, got drafted, played with Jim Kelly, Thurman Thomas, Bruce, all those guys. So we worked together for about 4 months at Alabama State,
Okay.
and he left and took a job in the XFL when it first had started up. So I'm at a high school. I had just got let go at Texas Southern when I was at TSU in Houston for 2 seasons. We got let go. I went back to Grambling and went to the high school at Grambling, which is now named Lincoln Prep. So I had this
Mhm.
offensive lineman that I was trying to get recruited, and I just called Coach Burrows. I seen he was the head coach. He said, "Yeah, watch this film." He said, "V, bring him up." So lo and behold, I'm in the recruiting meeting in 2018, and you know how you do the intro, everybody introducing themselves and all that.
Yeah.
And
Right.
Coach Burrows just out the blue say, V, I would love for you to come be part of my staff in front of
Oh,
everybody. And I'm looking like, are you serious? He's like, yeah. I just made some changes offensively, and I'm looking for an offensive coordinator. Well, John, you know me, I'm always
yeah.
prepared, right?
Yeah. Yeah. You
Stay ready,
So
coach.
hand
that
me the
same,
dry marker.
Stay ready.
give me the drive erase marker and let me put up on this board and show you what's possible. And I went back to had a great interview with Coach. Went back and told my superintendent and my head coach, because I was the associate head coach at the high school, that I had got offered a job. And then I put in my 10 days. Coach told me, Coach Burrows, AD Burrows told me when to be here, and the rest is history. So every year since 2018, if you look at us offensively, you look at Lane College's record, we have gotten better. And the same thing we did at Grambling with building that solid foundation with my class, Lord has blessed me to be able to do the same thing here at Lane College. And John, I got 15 seniors on this team. You know what that means?
You still young, brother.
Yeah.
You got a nice mix, but if you got 15 seniors, you got 15 seniors.
Yes, sir.
Okay, it's a bright future. It's a bright. You know, cause dude, I'm telling you, bro. When I saw in transaction Vyron Brown taking the head job at Lane College, that's 2020. Well, didn't play no ball in 2020 in the SIAC.
Correct.
So now in your first year, which was last year, 2021,
correct.
You win 6 games at Lane College in your first year.
Yeah, we were blessed and very fortunate this year. We made major strides, but I talked to the kids about them 7 points. I mean, we 7 points from the championship game last year. 1 stop on defense, 2 field goals, and win the championship game. So the kids are hungry. They remember the plays. We've been over those plays. We have rehearsed those same situations. So like I said, it's a great time to be a Dragon.
Hey, listen, Vyron, I am excited for you because number one, I know your character and I know your work ethic. I know what you're gonna put in them kids. Listen, man, I'm telling you, you win 6 games at Lane College. Because, hey, man, Fred Lane, the running back there, Slim. Fred Lane, good runner, played for Carolina. Okay, tragic, unfortunate tragedy came upon him. He was murdered by his wife. Then Jacoby Jones.
Correct.
You're talking a hell of a player, Jacoby Jones.
Remember that name. Big
shout out to my frat brother. He the bros. Big shout out to Jacoby Jones.
He just called me to check in to see what was going on.
What? But Vyron, man, you come to Lane College in your first year and win 6 games. My brother, and I know you accomplishments, as Nick Saban says, accomplishments are a distraction. It's all about the process. Right. But Vyron, man, that's a hell of a job in your initial season, winning 6 games at Lane College.
And I take my hat off to my coaching staff. They put the hours in, John. You know what kind of hours I put in. They put the hours in, and the players buying in. We have truly changed the whole mindset and the whole demeanor of the kids. We have finally we had the most players in school history this year be picked in preseason. We had 8. We got selected defensive player of the year preseason in Andrew Farmer. We had 24 football players on the academic commissioners cup for honor roll. So we're moving in the right direction.
Now, Byron, a lot of our audience may not be familiar with the SIAC. Correct. So you are on the western side of it, right?
We're on the west, yes, sir.
Okay, and that entails what teams?
Kentucky State. We got Central State on the west. We got Miles College, and we got Tuskegee.
On the west.
On the west.
And then on the east, you got Albany, Benedict, Savannah, Morehouse, Fort Valley, Edward Waters, Clark, and Allen. Is that not correct?
That's correct. That's absolutely
okay. Now, V, you got 8. I didn't know, Byron, there are 13 teams in the SIAC that play football.
That play, and also Allen University, Allen College too.
Okay. Yeah. My boy Teddy Keaton.
With Teddy, yep. Teddy got a good quarterback over there. He got a good quarterback over there slanging around too.
Listen, I'm tell you something, Vyron. I cut my teeth in the SIAC when I started at Alabama A&M in 1978. They were in the SIAC. Vyron, let me tell you something, partner. That's a damn good league. There's
It
some
is.
ballers come out of that conference.
It is.
Hey,
I mean,
Vyron. What about down there at Fort Valley with Tyrone Poole, first round pick? They had that house, Greg Lloyd, Pittsburgh
right,
Steelers.
right.
There's been some ballers. When
Yeah,
I was at Alabama with John Stallworth, Alabama A&M, when they were then SIAC.
right.
Howard Ballard, the big tackle, played so many years on those great Buffalo Bills teams, SIAC. It's
Coach
been some
Ballard.
ballers, man.
Right. And Fort Valley wide receiver, I think he just signed with the Baltimore Ravens. So we do have outstanding talent in this conference. I'm not just saying it because I'm in the conference, but I see the kids. I know what's in the SWAC. I've seen Power 5 schools. And at the end of the day, the skills are the same. The trenches is what separates every conference. The trenches, the O line and the D line, the skill guys, absolutely the same.
You know, my brother, you are spot on correct. So now, V, man, listen, man, I know man, thanks for taking time out to come on our show. Right quick, man. You open with who?
University of Pine Bluff, in Pine Bluff.
You got Pine Bluff in Pine Bluff.
Right.
Okay. All right. And will that be on ESPN or any?
I don't think it's going to be on ESPN. I looked for it the other day. I didn't see it. It might be live stream from their standpoint, but we should have some TV footage for that game. This is our third time playing Pine Bluff in the last 3 seasons. So third time is a charm, you know. So it's going to be exciting football. You know, like I tell my football team, I'll take you guys and go play in a SWAC team. Let's go play them. Let's go to work.
Okay.
You know.
Okay. And I can hear it. I saw it when we worked together, and I followed you, Vyron. I can see not only Coach Rob, I can see the influence that Doug Williams has had on you as a coach as well, because that's spot on Doug Williams mindset. When Doug's talking to the player, I know where you got that from.
That's right. Yeah, coach has been an outstanding influence to me my whole life as a player, and when he hired me to be a coach. My first coaching job was at Graham, and Coach Williams gave it to me. After I graduated, I had one more year of grad school. I never forget Chris Scott, D-line coach, calls my house and asked speak to me. I said, "Oh, yo, V." So my dad had answered the phone. You know, we weren't deep in cell phones then. Calling the house phone. So he said, "Man, we got a job for you. When can you be here?" I told him today. So with me being in Shreveport, it was only 45 minutes, and I didn't even ask Coach Williams how much money I was going to be making. I was just excited to get the opportunity to coach on the staff and them have enough respect to call me. He could have called so many of my other teammates, but he selected 2 of us, and I was one of the 2. And John, this is going into my 20th year. Coach.
Now, Vyron, you got one of your sons as an assistant on your staff, right?
Yeah, my oldest son, Sean Brown, who's a 2-way all-state performer in Louisiana, won state championship twice, won state in track, averaged about 20 points a game in basketball. He goes on to play for Coach Rich Rodriguez
at Arizona.
So
that's right.
He got a chance to learn all the RPO in the world from the guru himself. And guess who Rich Rod go-to guy? Sean Brown. So
listen, and he was a pup running around there with Slim in the football office when we were there in 2011. Right. And now he's coaching your quarterbacks or your running backs?
Wide receivers.
He's coaching your wideouts.
Now, John, I can't take my hand off my running backs. John, you know that. Yeah, so it's exciting opportunity. My 2 other sons play here for me. One plays running back, one plays defensive back, Ike Brown and Jeremiah Brown. Wow. So it's just a great time, It's
an exciting time, my Vyron, man, to have the opportunity, man, to coach with your son and to coach your 2 younger boys. Man, it don't get no better than that, V. Listen, man. So V, the Pine Bluff game is when?
September 3rd.
September 3rd. Brother, do know you are in our prayers. I'm a Lane College Dragon fan.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
I'm pulling for Lane College because Vyron, I know what you're gonna do, man. I seen you do it, man. And nothing beats hard work. And you got talented players. You raised the standard there. I can hear it, man, and I see it coming. And all the best. And Vyron, man, thanks for coming on.
I appreciate it. I'd like to say thank you, Slim, Coach. Y'all doing a great job. Like I tell everybody here, next level, win today, and it's unfinished business.
Ain't no question. Good luck to you, V. Good luck.
Hey, tell Sean I said what's up, Coach.
I will. I'll let him know.
All right. Peace out.
All the best, V. Thanks, man. Wow.
Due diligence to excellence, Coach. To excellence.
I'm gonna tell you something, Slim, man. Vyron Brown this you can count on with that guy. Them kids gonna be disciplined. They gonna play fast and furious. A Vyron Brown coach team will flat get after your ass, and they gonna be disciplined. I
remember how it was in 2011 when y'all won the SWAC, Coach.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I'm just so delighted. We wishing you all the best, V.
Yeah.
So now, you ready to go, Slim?
Come on, man. You already know.
You ready to go?
Let's go.
And now, without any further ado, it's time once again for Slim's Pickets.
What in the wide world of sports is going on here?
The NCAA preseason rankings for the FCS college football can only give one clear indication, and that's put some respect on black college football.
Put some respect on my name.
The consensus opinion in every FCS poll is that the last year's champions, North Dakota State, is again the #1 team in FCS. Now, they did win 9 championships in the last 11 seasons. But going into the 2022 season, only 2 teams from HBCUs are ranked in the top 25 poll. According to the NCAA preseason poll, at 19 is Jackson State. Talk about respect. Jackson State's one-loss record for the 2021 football season is 11-2. Now, there are 11 teams in the FCS who are ranked higher than Jackson State, but did not have 11 wins. And that's Stephen F. Austin, 8-4, Southern Illinois, 8-5, UC Davis, 8-4, Southeastern Louisiana, 9-4, Missouri State, 8-4, Incarnate Word, 10-3, UT Martin, 10-3, Sacramento State, 9-3, Eastern Washington, 10-3, Villanova, 10-3, and Montana, 10-3. Bringing up the rear at 24 is FAMU, and for the 2021 season, they had a record of 9-3. In last place at 25 is Northern Iowa, and their record last year was 6-6. And this last one is just the HBCU national champions, the South Carolina State Bulldogs, who beat Jackson State in the Celebration Bowl 31-10 last year, did finish the season 7-5, and they're not even ranked. Finally. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. And that's Slim's Pickets.
Ain't no question. Hell of a job. Ain't no question, Slim. They need to put some respect on black college football.
You see me mad, Coach. I'm steaming it. I'm steaming it. She ran me so hot.
But you know, Slim, there are some early matchups that are right around the corner in HBCU football that HBCU are going to have the opportunity to earn some respect. You got on the 27th of this month,
Coach.
of this month, Florida A&M takes on the University of North Carolina.
Yep.
And
Alabama A&M. Alabama A&M on September the 1st takes on UAB.
Absolutely, absolutely. You got Mississippi Valley plays Tarleton State also on September the 1st. And on the 3rd of September,
It was the 3rd of September.
that's Saturday, you got the Bethune-Cookman going against the Miami Hurricanes.
Yep.
I tell you a big game that I'm going to pay close attention to, Slim, is that Alcorn State versus Stephen F. Austin game. It's also on September the 3rd.
Yep.
And Slim, Grambling on September the 3rd goes to Jonesboro and takes on Butch Jones and his Arkansas State Red Wolves.
Yep.
Now that's a football game. You see, I know I'm dating myself, but my Florida A&M plays UNC, North Carolina, Mac Brown's team.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Slim, I remember 1979, Rudy Hubbard's Florida A&M Rattlers beat the Miami Hurricanes. Okay, and oh, by the way, Florida A&M was Division II then. Okay, they D1 now, 1AA. Okay, but now and let me share this with you, Slim, for our audience to know. There has only been one HBCU to win an NCAA national championship. One, and that's the Florida A&M Rattlers. 1978, they won the Pioneer Bowl in Wichita Falls, Texas, and
they beat UMass.
And thank you, and beat UMass. Absolutely. Yep. But it's a good matchup, Slim. That are gonna give so these HBCUs gonna have an opportunity. And let me shout out. Let me tell you something for all those athletes. If you think you can play on Sunday, Florida A&M Rattler, show up big August the 27th against North Carolina. That's what the scouts want to see. Okay.
All of this is about respect, Coach. And the only way we gonna get some respect is by beating those PWIs.
Ain't no question. There's no question. And there's no question about it. And these key games are going to be very pivotal. You had Vyron, and wishing Vyron all the best going into the season, Slim.
Most definitely.
This time of the year, if Vyron Brown keeps doing what he's doing, okay, he won 6 in his first year at Lane College.
Slim, that's some good gumbo, Coach.
Coach, let me tell you something, partner. That is not no easy task to win at Lane College. Mm-hmm. I've played against them. I've coached against them. I remember them well when they were NAIA, and we used to beat them like a drum when I was at Langston. And Vyron Brown comes in there in his first year, and he wins 6 games. Slim, this time of the year, who's on the hot seat? It ain't no secrets in our profession. If Vyron Brown keep doing what he's doing, Grambling passed on him. And I get it. Doug said Grambling need a shot in the arm. Well, you got it. You got your shot in the arm with Hugh Jackson, and I'll leave that alone. But Slim, if Vyron Brown keep doing what he's doing, there's some schools going into this 2022 season. There's some head coaches that they buns is getting a little toasty. Who's on the hot seat? Who's on the hot seat, Slim, for 2022?
I'm going to start off with my alma mater, Clarence McKinney at Texas Southern. I mean, since 2019, since he's been there, Coach, he's only won 4 games. He lost 21 of them.
He 4 out of 21?
Coach.
Woo! Woo!
Coach.
Woo!
Woo! Biscuits is real burning down at 31 Cleburne, Coach.
Okay, yeah. You know, Slim, a big game. That's a big game. That Prairie View, Texas Southern game starts off the season. Hey, Bubba McDowell coming in the building, taking over. If Prairie View beats Texas Southern this year, that'll be 9 straight ass whippings. 9 straight years. Texas Southern has lost to Prairie View. So you're right, Slim. Clarence McKinney going into year 4, he need to come on with it.
Okay. I can't believe it's been 9 years. Bethune-Cookman, coach. Terry Sims
All right.
at Bethune-Cookman. He's under the hot seat too.
Okay. He won 2 last year. He won 2.
2 last year, coach.
2-9.
But he does have history with Bethune-Cookman, going 34-21 when he was the coach there before.
Okay, he's been successful there before. Keep going. Come on, give me some more.
Howard.
All right.
That Howard job coming open, coach.
It could. Larry Scott went 3-10 last year. Let me tell you something now. And I don't know Larry Scott, but I do know this. Howard is a tough place to win because they will not compromise their academic admission standards. And you can get a whole lot different kid admitted in the, I'm talking about MEAC schools. You take a different, Delaware State can get a different kid admitted. North Carolina A&T, all of them schools, South Carolina State can get a different kid admitted there than you can at Howard, and they won't compromise that. I was there with Willie Jeffries, and Coach Jeffries finally got that thing turned around, but it takes a minute. I'll tell you something now. That's a tough job.
You just mentioned Delaware State. Rod Milstead, head coach right there at Delaware State. He's in the hot seat, coach.
He got to come on with it. Delaware State, man, let me tell you something. Delaware State is a tough place to win. Period. Delaware State and Howard, I've always contended, Slim. Harriet Tubman led over 1,000 slaves to freedom, and she'd have a hard time with the Underground Railroad.
Don't you do it, coach.
And she'd have a hard time winning at Delaware State and Howard. I promise you. She would. Yeah.
Why you have to do it to him, coach? Last but not least, coach, University of Arkansas Pine Bluff.
That's a toughie. Yeah, that's a toughie. And Charles Gables is struggling to hang on down there. How ironic, Slim. Vyron Brown opens up with them. Vyron Brown. They could be looking for a coach, and Vyron Brown opens up with them. Yeah, but that's 4 pretty good ones.
Now, coach, we talking about all these black coaches on the hot seat. It's not looking good for black college football in general, coach.
Well, I don't know. I'm not gonna say it don't look good, but the fact remains that it's some bad football played in the SWAC. I will say that. It's some bad football played in 2021 in the SWAC. Anyway, you slice it up, Sam. Hey, Mildred, 12 teams, 6 in the East, 6 in the West. Of those 12 teams, Mildred, 1/4 of them, 1/4, okay, fired their head coach for losing.
That's 25%, coach.
That's a fact.
25% of the SWAC.
Listen, hey, Jason Rollins out at Southern. Eric Dooley in.
Yep.
Broderick Fobbs out at Grambling.
Hugh Jackson in. I get Don Hill Ely out at Alabama State. Eddie Robinson Jr. in.
And Slim. Eric Dooley last year as head coach at Prairie View. Mm-hmm. Okay, now I get it. Eric Dooley went back to Southern. That was his dream job. He back home. But last year, Eric Dooley led Prairie View to the Western Side Championship in the SWAC. Prairie View won the West. Listen to them. Prairie View won the West in the SWAC with a 7-4 record. And they took on Jackson State in the SWAC championship, limped into the SWAC championship game riding a 4-game losing streak. You hear me?
7 games wins the West, coach. That's sad.
Thank you. It's 7 games win you a championship. Slim, hey, any way you cut it up, last year was some bad football played in the SWAC. Ain't no question.
Yeah. Now, can you honestly say in the MEAC, was it any better, coach?
Well, yeah, and here's why. They're the national champion.
South Carolina
State, national champion. You talked about it in your pickings. Slim, they were the national champions in HBCU, and they won 7 games. Now, bear in mind, they were 7-5. 2 of them losses, the Clemson and truth be told, They should have beat New Mexico State.
Yeah, they
should have beat New Mexico State.
Yep.
But yes, it's a little better in the MEAC. I don't know much better. Hey, Howard, talk about tough place to win. Delaware State, tough place to win. Morgan State, new guy at Morgan, Damon Wilson. He knew, Slim.
Tyrone Wheatley knew. He knew to get on. But talk about hot seat. Tyrone Wheatley knew to get up out of there right with 5-18 record while he was there. Before the axe came down to go get him, he dipped. He's like, I ain't going around this, man. No.
Tyrone dipped. Yeah.
Now, Coach, in the MEAC, it's a dying league. North Carolina A&T left, Hampton. They gone. I mean, they losing eyes, Coach. They losing money.
Yeah. You talked about it last week, and you're picking about the MEAC and the pearls going on there. No question, Slim. That's but I would say it's a little better. It's a little better on the strength of what Buddy Pugh and South Carolina State did winning the HBCU national championship.
Okay.
Could be a rematch. I mean,
it could be. Speaking of rematches, Coach, in HBCUs, Jackson State. What about what Deion has done? I mean, the best one-loss record in black college, period. 11-2. He should not have lost to Louisiana Monroe.
Are you kidding me?
It's not that he shouldn't have lost, Coach. It's the way he should not have lost.
Preach,
if you, in my opinion, had 26 rushing yards on 17 attempts. That's 1.5 per rush attempt, Coach.
Slim, you're spot on correct, my brother. And Deion, and I know you know this, you ain't going to beat nobody good averaging 1.5 per rush attempt. But Slim, it get worse than that. In the Celebration Bowl,
in the Celebration Bowl, Coach, 19 yards, 29 attempts. That is a negative 7%. I mean, how do you do that, Coach?
That's what I'm saying. You know, but I tell you what, Slim, I say this much, right? Deion Sanders said after the Celebration Bowl, he said, I know what the problem is, and I'm going to fix it. And this is a fact. His son, that boy Shadir, Sam, he's big time. He's big time.
He can play.
Hey, he's big time. He's got all the skill set. And I'm talking about the athleticism, the arm accuracy, the arm strength. He's got the whole package.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, Slim.
Need that
every quarterback, especially a young quarterback, needs play action pass.
Yep.
Now, big key, and I'm going to be watching this year to see if Deion has indeed fixed it. They got to own that line of scrimmage. Now, but understand something. They got skills. They got players. They got skilled players with ability and speed. Dennis Thurman coaching that defense. They're well coached on defense. Slim, if they get that problem fixed with that running game, Jackson State gonna challenge. And I ain't talking about the SWAC neither. I'm talking about they coming from that 19th spot up.
We coming from some FBS heads now.
Ain't no question.
Some FCS heads. Exactly.
Ain't no question.
Now, Coach, in pro football.
All right.
The NFC South. You know, we got the Carolina Panthers. We got the New Orleans Saints, Atlanta Falcons, Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yeah.
In your opinion, what can you wrap the AFC up in? Is because if you ask me, it's a 2-horse race that needs to be 3.
Well, Slim, it dadgum show better be a 3-horse race, because if it ain't a 3-horse race, Matt Rule out of a job.
Oh yeah, he done. Because what you bring Baker Mayfield there for, Coach?
Thank you. So
bring Baker Mayfield there.
Yeah,
and on top of that, will Christian McCaffrey be healthy?
Well,
can he stay healthy?
Well, that's a big question there, but no question about it. Baker Mayfield is a day one starter. At the end of the day, Matt Rule had no choice. You know what you had in Sam Darnold. You've got to plug in Baker Mayfield, give him every opportunity. I said it before, put it on my Facebook page. You can go to Baker Mayfield and say, I want to see the Baker Mayfield I saw when I coached at Baylor and we played y'all when you was at Oklahoma. That's what I want to see. And so, yeah, but it better be a 3-horse race. But I'm gonna tell you, Slim, people talk about Tampa, and I know Tom Brady, blah blah blah. We're gonna get to Tampa, but it's gonna be a 2-horse race. Don't count out New Orleans. I'm telling you now, if Trevor Penning can play, they plug him into the left tackle. They got 3 first-round picks on that offensive line, and Jameis Winston, has a battery.
Okay.
He's got Jarvis Landry,
Yep.
arguably the best 2 in the NFL.
Okay.
Chris Olave, that first-round pick, and Michael
Yes,
Thomas. He got some boys that can go get it.
But can Jameis Winston be consistent, Coach?
Well, that's what if we get the Jameis Winston that we had before he tore the ACL. No question. But Slim, I'm gonna tell you something right quick.
What's up?
If I was that boy Arthur Smith at Atlanta,
oh yeah,
I would play Desmond Ridder, that quarterback from Cincinnati that he took in the 3rd round. I would play him before Moses got the news.
Oh, that's a no-brainer, Coach.
I would play him before Moses got the news. You hear me?
That man coming in there with a chip on his shoulder because I'm supposed to be in the 1st round, man. I'm in the 3rd. Are you kidding me?
And more than that, Mildred, you know what you got in Marcus Mariota.
Ooh, say that, Coach.
You know what you got in Marcus Mariota. Because here's what you do. When you play Desmond Ridder, you buy yourself some time.
That one right there.
Listen. If you Arthur Smith and you put in Desmond Ridder and he shows anything, the public perception will be, boy, look what he did. A 3rd round pick. And look what he did. And if he did that in 2022, just think what he'll do in 2023. You buy yourself some time. And that's always a coach's greatest ally, time.
Yes, sir. Now, we did mention Tampa Bay, Coach. A lot of questions surrounding Tampa Bay. Questions on questions on questions. What's up with TB? Can Todd Bowles get a ring?
Yeah.
Is Gronk? What's up? What's the deal with Gronkowski? Is he coming back?
Well, Slav, and that's a good question. That's tied directly into another question that I know you're gonna ask. Can we get anything out of Julio Jones? But here's the thing. Chris Godwin down. You don't have Chris Godwin.
He's coming back, Coach.
He's coming back. So Julio, they did not bring Julio to Tampa for wins in December and January. They brought Julio there, hoping he can stay healthy, and hoping that he can get them up to October.
Yep.
Okay. If he get them to October, by then they'll have Chris Godwin back. After that, whatever you get from Julio is jelly on the biscuit. Okay. Yep. But now here's the other thing. You say, is Gronk gone for good? I personally think he is, unless they get in trouble. Unless they get in trouble. But if they get in trouble, Tom Brady will pick up that phone and say, yo, dog, I need you. And he gonna be in Tampa. You count on that.
Yep.
But I think it's like the old song, Bobby Blue Bland. Still, I know I'm dating myself, but Bobby Blue Bland. Phil, Gronk about Bobby Blue Bland said, when I leave this time, make sure it's understood that this time I'm gone for good. This time I'm gone for good. so I think unless they get in trouble, and if Julio can still help them down the road, they get Chris Godwin back, they got Julio still playing, he can stay healthy. I think you've seen the last of Gronk. That's what I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, look, Coach, it's a pleasure being in studio with you.
I had a ball. Always.
Tell Mama I love her, right?
I will do that, my brother. Give my best to everybody up in good old Dale City, Oklahoma. No question, man. All right, now.
All right.
And finally, what you gonna do now, Roger Goodell? Calvin Ridley, he done for the season. Suspended. Talking about suspending Deshaun Watson. Okay. The field is not level. Roger Goodell, Robert Kraft, linked to prostitution and human trafficking. Daniel Snyder, owner of the Commanders, linked to all kinds of sexual proclivities. And to say nothing of the fraud attempt that Stephen Ross, owner of the Miami Dolphins, did. So what you gonna do as you render your sentencing? We're gonna be watching this very, very, very closely, Mr. Roger Goodell. And hey, that's how I see it. 6 o'clock, straight up and down.
Yeah, that's definitely how we see it. That's definitely how it is. Thank God.
Thank God.
Thank God. Do this again. Yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning into this week's episode of HomeSpun Sports. Sports talk with a twist.
Just tweet.
Of down home wisdom. Coach Vyron Brown, man, it's so good to see you again, sir. We appreciate you being and taking a little time out of your day to be in the studio with us. It was an absolute treat. We look forward to working with you again in the future, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, be sure not only to catch this episode on YouTube, but on iHeartRadio and Spotify for your listening and your viewing pleasure. Make sure you stay subscribed. We don't want you to miss any of our content when it's up and loaded. It's all live, it's all for you, and it's all for real. Make sure you got that bell turned on. Make sure you hit the comments, hit the like button, subscribe.
Please subscribe.
Hey, Coach.
Yeah, man.
Come on, get up out of here, man.
Hey, you ain't saying another word but a word. Vyron, man, we put it for your serious business, man. Gold Lane Dragons. And what? See